Alrighty. Hello everyone, it's MCB here, and welcome back to another marvelous live stream. So, today is a big day, a long time coming, and finally, I'm going to be updating Libre Galaxy, pushing to production the latest code changes, and updating the server to 1.21.7. This is a surprisingly difficult task. It's been a long time coming, like I've said, for a variety of reasons, and in this stream I will be walking through some of those reasons and going into some of the code changes and showing you the update process for the server live. And as the description says, right now, updating the server, pushing code to production. What could go wrong? Well, I'm actually hoping nothing will go wrong, but if something does, hey, it's content. That's the mindset to have that will bring me success, I hope. Okay, so very quickly, let's kind of showcase what I've done to prepare a little bit. And I can only do that when I show you my display. So, I've pushed some of the latest code for the Libre property plugin. This is the planet system, in essence. In my documents folder here, I use an rsync command to sync the server files with my laptop. This is just a useful, just in case sort of backup. And on the server itself, I have created a zip. This zip file is nice because it just has zipped up all the documents in the Minecraft folder. Alright, so that is my little preparatory thing here. I don't like using... Whoa! That is the wrong thing. I have not used this thing in a hot minute here. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm so excited to get into this and finally push this update out. It's taken a long time to kind of get this going here. So, first, I should probably talk about, yes, this is 1.21.7, and you will see a variety of NPCs around here. This is an NPC made with citizens. This is an NPC made with fancy NPCs. For a long time, I've wanted to update to 1.21.6/7, they're the same thing, in essence. And there was a problem that with citizens, the color codes to the NPCs didn't work. And that's actually an issue that you can see on GitHub. Right over here, you can see this person made the issue report. 1.21.6 color no longer works. 3 weeks ago. It's been a long time coming. It's really hot in here too. I do not know why. But this is what it would look like. Instead of showcasing the color, it would have the color tags. And finally, they're saying, hey, it's actually related to Curie-powered adventure platform. And as you can see, this issue was released, and it's just been long waiting and stuff. And finally, it's actually not merged into the code base, but citizens did finally merge it into their code. And that's why this is working. But for a long time, I'm like, hey, this might be stuck in development hell for a long time, because it was already like a week or two, and at that point I decided to make the switch to fancy NPCs. And actually, even in this process, I decided to update the podium logic, because before it was manually done, and that's really annoying to manually do things on the server. So I actually made it this little admin command called set podium, and for example, let's set this NPC, there'll be multiple, to be, why not make it Stampy Longnose. This will set the skin and the name information, and then if I press enter, it should update. There we go. Updates the skin. And you can actually add in the planet information, because if you just click it, it does nothing. If you do V or P info, let's apply or set this planet UUID. So, set podium. And now it says click to visit a planet. And it brings you right here. And go ahead and remove it. I love when administrative tools work. This surprisingly took a long time to do because their API works in a way that was unbeknownst to me how they cached the skins and stuff, and that was a whole thing. Don't worry about it. But yes, you'll actually see on the server, there's so much stuff going on. I can't even get into it because I've just been working on a variety of projects, and now I'm just gonna push them all to production, and we're gonna see if any of it works. Obviously I test stuff, but it's been a long process, and I've just been really busy for like this week, just doing things, having a social life. It's kind of crazy, and it's delayed these updates. So I actually had to go in before the stream and say, hold on. For the code I'm writing, did I actually finish it? Did I leave in any bugs? Any things that are going to break things? And, I'm looking around and I'm like, no. See, seems fine. But we'll see what happens once we push it to production. So, yeah, a lot more things I'll be showing off once we're actually on the server itself. And one of those things is a new planet creator menu. You do pcreate. No way. No way. But really, here are the new world templates. No way. And they're really cool, and the way they download is really cool. Too, I'll be showing all this off also in dedicated videos, too. This stream is not going to be the be-all, end-all. This is going to be a funny stream to see, hey, is the update going to apply correctly? And also giving you some insights into how it gets done. So, now that we've seen the process for updating, or for backing up. Now that we've seen the process for backing up the server, I just bring it in a zip file, or I just zip all the server files up. Now it's time to actually apply some stuff, and this is where it gets kind of scary. But before we do that, that's the hard thing too, is figuring out what is the stage, what is the correct way of doing things here. So here's the current spawn, and we're doing a lot. This is a big update because this spawn is going to be replaced. You can see the pre-existing citizens NPCs. As you can see, there's some NPCs that have gone missing. What is this? And that's because duplicated work. What I have done is I had gone in and manually moved them into the new spawn area. And that was a waste, because then I actually had to go in and then recreate them with this fancy NPCs plugin, because I thought that the Citizens plugin would not be updated in time and whatnot. And yeah, that's just what it's like being a server owner. That is the process where you spend time configuring a thing, and then all that progress is like, never mind, let's configure a different thing with the same values. It's okay, I don't want to complain too much. But yeah, new spawn, here it is. Now, there's a to-do list here. Don't forget to set the first join, don't forget to set the spawn, and don't forget to do other things. And Nia, I know you want to show me things, now is not the time. It is absolutely not the time. But later, potentially. Because I really got to get this done. I've committed, I'm live streaming this update, and it may take half an hour, it could take an hour, it could take 56 years. We do not know at this juncture in time. So, this is the problem with other players being on. Is like, oh, I feel bad for this person, I gotta let them know. By the way, here you go. By the way, I'll be doing server update, and thus the server will reboot and whatnot. So I gotta let them know, hey, things are going to be happening on the server. And the problem is people don't always read chat, so they're probably going to be like, oh my gosh, the server restarted, this server sucks. It is what it is. It's okay. Yeah, before we set this, well, I guess we can sort of set the first join for this. So, why not? Also, you'll see there are some things in the spawn that are not finished, like the tutorial. Don't worry about that. That's because instead of having this be released next year, I decided I wanted to get this done now and actually release stuff and slowly work on things. That is the way we do updates in the server. And The problem is things sort of build up in a momentum sort of way where I'm like, oh man, I really coded this cool feature, and then I have to actually edit this code, and then this code, and this code, and now I almost have like a really big update that I'm going to apply, and I want to actually produce some hype, you know, to get this update out, and da-da-da-da-da, and then it just spirals into like me never releasing it. That is a genuine problem. So to combat that, I'm doing this stream. I'm saying, hey, I just want to release it. I'm not going to do any sort of fancy hype building thing. You'll get a trailer, you'll get this, you'll get that when it's done, and you know, it is what it is. Like, I need to get out of development hell, pretty much, and go back to the just like releasing stuff, because that's the model I want. I don't want to have to build up hype and do all this stuff, because it's really complicated to do that. You know what I mean? It's complicated in the sense that you have to make an announcement, and you actually have to commit to pushing the update. And also, if I'm doing a stream at a particular time, I have to commit to doing the stream too. And, you know, life happens, so life gets in the way, and time zones don't always work out. And, you know, there are problems, so many problems that are introduced when you build hype and you want to make it an event and you want to do this and that and the other thing. And that's why I'm like, nope, we're streaming. we're going to make it happen, and it is what it is. Anyways, that's enough yapping from me. Let's set the first spawn point. And if I remember how to do this correctly, we can do it like this. Is this? Nope. It is east. Okay. So P, or not even P spawn, just regular spawn. Set. First join. Alright. Here we go. We're going. We are going. And then right here in this, set this as regular. All right, there you go. Now there is a problem. There's a problem we're gonna find out, and that problem is I need to update the server plugin because people are gonna be doing stuff, and they're gonna see this section, and this isn't gonna work yet. So, that's rude. That's just Nia. He's a rude person, I guess. Okay. So, update process. We're gonna go and drag the new jars in. So, I'm gonna open up my test server. It's called local MC. You're not gonna see this, by the way. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna dox myself, but you never know. I guess I can kind of show it off in a second. Minecraft plugins. Okay, here we go. So back to display. You can see this is my local MC server, and this is where some of the plugins are that get applied to both the lobby and the beta server. I don't think I did anything with Voyage, but just in case, I will throw that in there. Vexel Core, of course, is my shared library. Libre Heads, I don't know if I did anything with that, but just in case, I did. And Drusk, again, I don't know if I did anything with that. I think I did, but maybe not. And there's Clever Text. Don't think I did anything with that, but just in case. And then we gotta go all the way back down to Libre Property, and that goes only in the beta folder. Because that is for this server. As you can see, there's actually quite a bit of a data difference there. Gee, what was I doing? Code changes. Oh my gosh. And okay, that's not the only change that needs to happen. Again, let's not like dox myself. No, I'm gonna dox myself if I do this. I just realized that. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Because the problem is that it shows my IP address. And here we go. And now we're gonna go beta. And we're going to do this. And I think I can show this off. Again, this is for fun changes. You get to see what's going on here. This is the little Docker config for this. As you can see, I'm dedicating 12 gigs, but just because of server things, I'll make it actually 11 for now. And this is when there's a problem. But yeah, I'm setting it to 1.21.7, so it's going to set that to be the server version. So, all right, let's go and write quit for that. Then I actually have an update script. It's going to be, and this little update script again, a lot of admin utilities that might be interesting to you. I'm not doxing myself here, which is good. It is sh upgrade.sh. And what it does is it actually pulls down a bunch of software from their respective repositories, downloads them to the respective directories that they need to be in. So you'll see there is Geyser for Bedrock players, and Floodgate, also a Geyser component. You'll see there is via version, via backwards, there's plan, player analytics, and just a whole bunch of other things that are being downloaded right now. So, also fancy holograms and fancy NPCs. I'm very glad I added that to the script. What is going on right now? Also, hi Soot, welcome back. Oh, I see. Change your size. How do you do that? I see Nia is doing the crystal thing. That's funny. Very, very funny. All right, the script has finished. So, do I have a broadcast command? I don't think I do. I do wish I added that in here. But for all intents and purposes, restarting the server for 1.21.7. It could either work or blow up the server. Let's find out! That is certainly the message to send. Also, let's do this. I did this, and I will do this one. I will not forget to update these NPCs. It will work. I have to only do that once I apply the server updates because I have a dependency loop type of thing. And again, I don't know if people are reading my message, but we're gonna see. Here you go. Let's clear this screen here, and then let's show off what I'm talking about. So here we go. It's Docker compose pull, just in case there's any sort of updates that need to be added into the image. They're probably not too important, but just in case, it's good to do this. And let's go. This is always the thing. You know, when you do an update like this has always got to be the time and players are online. And you're like, I hope this works. We don't know if it will. And of course the players are online, so you know they're gonna be trying to join back, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, something doesn't work," and it's gonna be like, "Hold on, it'll be okay." But Docker logs velocity. How's velocity doing? It seems to be pretty good. Everything's loading up just fine there. That really wasn't the main thing. Docker logs beta. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. So Docker logs beta. I'm seeing that right now it is pulling in all of the 1.21.7 updates. Again, I'm double checking here. Is it doing what it needs to do? Yes, it is. It pulled in the updates, and I'm trying to make sure before I show this off that it's not going to like leak anything. I don't think it will. You can see the plugins I have running on the server. I'm not shy about the plugins running on the server. But yes, so as you can see, what's happening is that from that shared plugins directory, the build script downloaded those plugins into that directory, and now the Docker file is bringing that over. Now it's starting the server, and it's remapping the server. It downloaded 1.21.7, and it's applying the patches, and it's loading it all up right now. Again, we're going to see, did it work, did it not? This is always the fun thing to find out. Let's try to join and see what happened. Hey, it doesn't look like everything blew up. Alright. Although it also seems like some things didn't save. Hmm? No, the menu works. Oh, yeah, well, I know the NPCs aren't gonna be there. We all know. Oh, that's not good. Oh, wait, hold up. Hold on. Aha. I realized that my script, it did not download the citizens file. Hold on. And downloading that right now. Forgot to update citizens, lol. I don't know why I didn't save the server before it did that. So just in case, let's do /spawn. Spawn location not set yet. Ooh, that's weird. Okay, this is a good one. Spawn set regular. Okay, good. Oh, I think I know why it's going to do that. Until this world is loaded as a first join, it will fail to do that. Well, if I do spawn, it will now do this. Seems like we have to reboot again. Indeed. Yay! See, I don't like the passive... I don't know if it's passive-aggressive, but... You gotta be kind. Okay, so then we're gonna go into the... CD, or it's... Yeah, Vim, beta, and server.properties. And how this works is we have a default level name. And I need to make sure I'm not going to leak a certain password in here, so I actually can't show this off. But basically, I'm setting the default level to be that one. No, I'm not showing my screen. Okay, good, we're good. And I have the new citizens downloaded in here. I knew there was something. I didn't know what it was. And let's see, what am I calling citizens? Actually, I removed citizens, so... yeah, citizens is, like, effectively deprecated. Deprecated in my heart. But we will remove that one. And then add that in here. And then we're going to stop this server. I don't need to restart the whole network. Just need to reboot the create server. And we'll see if that is working just good. So, okay, forgot to update one plugin that was not in the default script. And the reason it's not in the script is because the citizens thing sometimes drops support for old versions. So, like, for example, if I had ran the update script and didn't want to update the server to 1.2 and 1.7 today, the citizens plugin would actually break. Because they drop support for 1.2 and 1.5. That type of thing. And let's just double check to make sure the server is doing just fine. It seems to be doing fine in general. I see about 80% system RAM usage, which seems to be alright with me. And joined for the first time. Do not worry about that. Oh, but hey, it works. Here we are. We are in front in the correct area here. Alright. Very good. Welcome to Libre Galaxy Games. Alright, so I did that. I did these things. Reduce /spawn. This works. Good. Now it's time to update these NPCs. You'll see that they have none in them. And I had to save these ones just so I could remember what's going on with them. So, p-info. Let's go get that. I'm still sharing my screen. Here I go back into... Yeah, it's good. Oh, okay, good. So far, so good. So this is Riley. He got first place. So LPA, set podium, 1. It's Atomicos. And then there is that one. Hologram could not be found. Uh-oh. That's kind of weird. Oh, I don't think I actually set the hologram. Okay, let's see. What did I do in the code for the hologram? Hologram. And it was, oh, podium plus winner place. Okay, I see. So if I do it like this, fancy holograms, or no, holo create text. And it will be podium 1. And then if I run this again, it works. But then I didn't account for the fact that the NPC would be bigger. The NPC would be scaled up a little bit. Okay, I will check on that a little bit later. But if you click it, hey, it works. Very, very good. And then second place is Level Wilson. I think for now I might actually just decrease the NPCs. Fancy NPCs, NPC. I think it's attribute, and it's podium 1, set. No, I think it's scale. Podium 1. I'll keep going down to 1. There you go. That'll be the way it is for now. I'll add it back up once I have a good fix. And then same for 2 and same for 3. So, okay, making some slight modifications here to go back to normal, but they'll be big later, because I think the big NPC really looks cool. And old spawn will just not be used. Okay, and then Level Wilson, here we go. We have p info here, get that UUID, go back to spawn. Number 2, Level Wilson. Boop. And, oh yeah, I gotta create that hologram as well. Podium 2, I'll make podium 3 as well. And then back to Level Wilson. There we go. And then Old War. P info. Copy that. And then old underscore war. Set that. There we go. All right. I like it a lot. And just to make sure it works, Tomikos. Wilson. Old War. All right. Very good. And finally get rid of these NPCs. NPC cell. NPC remove. NPC cell. NPC remove. NPC cell. NPC remove. Okay. Woo! There we go. We're getting these done. That was the really annoying thing, which I was like, oh, I don't know if it'll work. And it did. Mostly. Mostly. And fancy holograms saved. Case and fancy NPCs save. Okay. Alright. Anything else? What else was on my to-do list? For this update. I actually think this update went smoothly. Are your planets fine? Please let me know if your planets are fine. I should also look in YouTube chat to make sure people aren't typing things. No, no. Nothing going on. Okay, good. Are your planets all good? That is the real question here. Yeah. W 1.21.7 features work? I just gotta ask other people. I don't know all about the 1.21.7. That's the trick with streaming too, is I just assume people are watching. Let me... Hey, I'm actually surprised. The update went smooth. I will... There you go. Yeah. You know. Ah, the perils of streaming. No, it's fine. I guess YouTube doesn't like to send out notifications. That's okay. Wow, okay, I'm surprised. This actually, like, worked okay. The server... See, I did a lot of planning for this, too, where I'm like, theoretically, when I update the server, it's not gonna blow up. But you never know. The only problem really was that I forgot to add citizens back in, and that is temporary. Like, citizens is slowly being yanked out. And thank you for watching. Okay, so wonderful. Let's, I guess, go over the changes. There are a lot of changes going on. I'm not going to remember all of them, but first of all, let's start off with the fact that we have a new spawn point. Would you look at this? I mean, this is pretty freaking epic. My gosh, should I remember to remove the old stuff over here? I'm assuming I did. Yes, I did. Fantastic. Yeah, so this is a new spawn being worked on by a variety of people, mostly myself and Riley, and with some help from Nia and Lova Wilson. There's a lot of cool things, again, being implemented in here. Riley had the idea for a new spawn point, and he's like, Martin, let's make a new thing, because he doesn't like the current ship. I'm like, okay, fine. And that's how this began. Because honestly, the old one I don't really mind, but we did need it to be more spacious. And now it is. Like, seriously, go into the spawn point for a second and just take a look. Like, you didn't really realize how small the old one was until you start looking around here. But yes, I do have the stream on a delay. That's because without it, it wouldn't be able to support closed captioning. And I want closed captioning enabled for the time being because I want to be, you know, inclusive and be able to have that accessibility feature there for people and whatnot. But yes, a lot of effort went into this. And we'll start off from the bottom here. So as you can see, the first join area here is a little portal. Before it was a spaceship you're crashing in, and while that's kind of cool, I like the portal-esque theme here. This actually calls back to my childhood, because this is supposed to be in a somewhat similar way to a portal that you'd see in Transformers Prime. Yes, that was my favorite childhood show growing up. It's a banger. If you haven't seen it, honestly, it's still really good today. I gave it a rewatch like a year ago. It's really good. Good series. And when you first join, you are going to see a fun hologram here. Welcome to Libre Galaxy Games. Ready for the best creative server? Please walk through into the tutorial area. So, assuming, you know, game design theory here, this is intentional. I want players to actually walk up into this area. Part of the problem is that people would just, like, go in the wrong place. So having it designed this way, people are naturally going to go through here. And at the very least, are going to look at the quick start. And this is different too. Welcome to Libre Galaxy Games. Everyone can create their own automatically protected worlds known as planets. Owners control who has access and how others can interact with their worlds, in addition to other settings like game rules and warp locations. Templates define the initial world state, including rare seeds and incredible custom builds. View them and claim your planet with pcreate. Then on this side, again, just like, I know people don't read these. It has to be as brief as possible. So here it is. This is the spawn spaceship. Talk to NPCs to learn about features. Return here at any time with /spawn. Use pme to view your planets. Use V to view all public planets. Use ptrust to manage guest permissions, such as their ability to join and build. And use P to configure all aspects of your planet while standing in it. By the way, I appreciate your comments at peak update. I think so too. And eventually a full tutorial will be over here. But as I said earlier, it's either update the server now or wait like months and months and months for me to finish this tutorial because they're really annoying and tedious to do. Better to update now. And then over here, is a little area. It's the Libre core, and this little credits page is a work in progress. Theoretically, we'll have all the information once it is done being constructed. Who is that? No, I'm not going to say who is that. I know it's Nia. Yes, here you go. So, NPCs are actually the exact same as before, but now they look a little bit different. You can see they have the little planet heads, and this is a really cool feature. This NPC, since it's your planets, now actually emulates your skin. It really mirrors your skin. So you should see a different skin on your end for your planets. And again, you get the same vote NPC here, and the same Discord NPC, but with improved text. Now over here, there is a new achievement exhibition. This area is just a lot bigger than the old room, doing the same function of showing off the planets. Now I actually need to test something really quickly here. Colors, get translation, and I believe that will be... Ooh. What would that be? I'm trying to think what the translation would be. I want to get a translation key. I know I added that in the update. And I want to see what I added it as. It's going to be from... let's go into this here. Event.winner title. I don't know if this is it. No, it's not. Let me look back into my caching system, because usually it's meant for like internal use. So let's do get translation, or or localization. That's really what I'm looking for here. I know I have it as a certain thing. Welcome, Wilson. And sorry it's going to say join for the first time. I'm not sure why it says that. I do not know why. Actually, no, I do know why. I do know why. It's because I sent it to a new world, and now it's saving the first join data into the world. Yeah, that's probably why. Also, just in case Level Wilson doesn't know, streaming, by the way. So glad we have new people joining. Yes, in fact, and indeed. New people we've never seen before. Aha, a little cake. That's nice. Want some? Oh, jeez. He's got a big fork. There you go. Very nice. Cool advancements reset. Yeah, I think I can copy the data from the other folder and they'll fix that. I didn't know that would happen though. And this this is a weird feature for 1.21.7, a little like tracker. I don't know if I'm used to it yet. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, so this is the achievement exhibition. This is basically going to show off the last event, which might not always be build, but probably going to be build. And this is actually a translatable key, or what I want it to be. I forget where I got that from, what the correct key is in my own software, so that's kind of on me. I thought it would be... Yeah, I'm looking in my code here. I'm trying to figure out what the thing is, and it might only like work for my software. I realized that. Because we have the registry namespace too. So maybe it is like Libre property. That. Actually, I should double check this before I start assuming things. That should be from the file. Nope, there it is. So Libre property. Dot translations. No. I know it's registering. Yes, the problem might be that it's only in the one translation store and not global. Although I thought it would be global. It used to be global back in the day. Or actually, no, I realized what happened. No, never mind. I need to delete the old files so they regenerate. Libre property, lang. And then Libre, or LPA reload. There we go. So now it's either that or it's this. There you go. Alright. So theoretically, hollow edit and achievement expedition, build event winners. Translate. I'm going to set it to be set line 1. I realize that will not be parsing probably. No. Because this is not my plugin. Okay, hold on. I see there's the translate feature. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I think it's set line 1, and then if I do... I don't think this will be it. No. Okay, I'll have to look into that. But theoretically, what's going to happen is that... I just realized the spawn is new. Yes, it is new. Finally, it's out. Okay, I'll get on that. But what I wanted to show you is that... Surprised by the name of achievements in Spanish. You're seeing that? Yeah, because theoretically you're going to see that build event winners, because my locale is in English, and then if I go into language and go into Spanish, it will change it to the Spanish version of it. Those are the two idiomas, or really languages I've set up. And I wanted to add that into here to showcase it, but I realize I can't do that right now, so that's okay. But yeah, so right now we have the monthly playtime leaderboard, so hopefully encouraging some playtime and showing off who's active. It'll only update for some values. Yeah. And yes, the menu has been updated to be bigger. I might change it, but I'm keeping it kind of large right now. If you do such V, you'll just see it's just a lot more. A lot more planets per page. Little bit less clicking through. But yeah, so monthly playtime leaderboard, here it is. And you got this cool planet just sitting here. Really nice. And you got the NPCs. And just like before, you can click through and join the build event winner planet. And then eventually there's going to be a tutorial coming here soon. But as you can see, there's a bunch of NPCs, or as you will see, in the spawn point. So for example, this is Henya the Genius. And when you click her, hello? But Henya, is the server crashing? Wow. Dude. No way. No way Henya crashes the server. Henya the Genius is not a genius. She crashed the server. Okay then. What was that, bro? Oh. I don't even think it's that. I think the server might... No. Docker logs, beta, what happened? Or did I just, like, crash out? Was that mine? I think it was actually just my account that crashed out. Okay, not gonna worry about that too much. When you click Henya, use what to build for random build ideas. Inspiration Dayo, because she always says Dayo. And as you can see, these NPCs are going to showcase server features. So if you didn't know, there is a /what to build command, and it'll show you different things. And it makes sense because it's Henya the Genius. And yes, this is a VTuber. The fun stuff is over there, but I'll show that in a little bit. Over here, we have an enhanced dining and discussion room. As you can see, we got Alias Anano, and she's here to talk about the command aliases. Click, and she'll say, did you know that you can easily switch between game modes with command aliases? Creative is GMC, Survival is GMS, Adventure is GMA, and Spectator is GMSP. Dayo, I knew it! And Alias Anano is yet another VTuber. Then we have Kanata Amane here talking about fly speed. She's a little angel saying, hey, want to fly faster? Change your creative fly speed with fly speed and a command value. Martin's VTubers have escaped Discord and entered the server. Yes, they have. Kanata Amane is yet another VTuber, except from HoloLive and in the JP branch. Gee. I'm sorry, guys. Your DMs are going to get leaked on stream. This is the Forge. This is a great area. We have some block pallets here, cool little decorations here, and some NPCs. In case you didn't know, I made a custom fireworks system. It's /FW, and you should probably use it if you would like to edit a firework. It's wonderful, and there's actually some public fireworks here too. And this is a little NPC again, showing off that feature, Renee Pyro. Over here is 02. Oh, by the way, Renee Pyro is like a custom character. This is not a VTuber. Just for those who are wondering. Then over here is 02, World Edit Selection Visualizer. Click to enable or disable your visualizer. This is not a VTuber, but it is an anime character. From Darling in the Franxx. Over here is Rara Panthera, the banner creator. Yes, a HoloLive VTuber known as the artist with the god eyes, which is why, you know, it's artsy and stuff. He actually does digital art. She's pretty good at it. As you can see, there are some more banners here. Yeah, it's a really nice forge area. Gee. Over here is the Operations Task Force. Just obviously, clearly the spaceship system here. Over here is the laboratory. Now first you need to go through the sanitization chamber. Little closet if you have like a little coat you want to hang up. I don't, because my coat is just cool. Then here is this room, and I just realized you fancy NPCs. They're fancy NPCs, NPC. Remove. Dr. McShip. You didn't see this. And hello. Grab, remove. NPC, Dr. McShip. You didn't see this. And we will TPM east. You saw nothing. Okay, so we have 3 NPCs here. This is Alex Ming for decorative heads. That is just the heads command. We can't enter. Oh, that makes sense. I do realize that's a thing. People don't have permission for that right now, which is kind of funny. Yeah. Cracked window. Modern problems require modern solutions. So yeah, this is the heads command. Alex Ming. Then over here is Dr. Makeshift for your skin editing. And then over here, by the way, custom character, slightly inspired by Transformers Prime yet again. anime character. And again, the characters make sense for what they are giving you. By the way, I'm probably gonna P group just for now. I think it's gonna be good to kind of chill on the editing. Or not that. Just go back to guest. Hopefully, you don't get too offended by this. Just to make sure we don't break anything for the time being. I think it's a good idea just to be guest. Rika. This is a special items dealer, basically, / special items. And I think I actually added a new thing in here, Arctic Fox, if you haven't seen it before. We have some nice special items in here, and some spooky specimens. We'll keep this broken for the time being. That should hopefully remind me to fix it. Over here we have the medbay area, and this is a lot of fun because you can see, aha, Steam OS. And if you don't know, Steam OS is a Linux-based distribution. So if you're in the medbay, you're feeling sick, you're feeling a little bit down, you're dying, do not fret. Because even though that may be the case, you can be in the medbay area and gaming away. Playing your games on your Steam console. That's in every single medbay room. And this one is the extra big one over here. So whatever games you want to play, maybe a little bit of Minecraft, I don't know. I just got a hand-me-down Steam Deck for free. Yes. So that is that room. And then here is the oxygen generator. If you remember from the previous iteration, there was also another oxygen generation system. And this is the latest iteration, Libre Systems Oxygen V7. As you can see, keeping the fresh air pumping throughout this spaceship so that us carbon-based life forms can live and survive and thrive. And we got some pretty, very pretty flora here too. And yeah, for the time being, keeping all like editing disabled for now. And we can, after the stream, discuss how to edit the spawn and stuff like that. But yeah, coming soon, some other coming soon areas. Now here is the real cool thing. One of the big things that took a lot of time for this update. And it's the template office. If you actually speak to me, you will see that I say, every planet is based off of a template, viewable with -p create. Preview them online by scanning the QR code on the left wall or visiting the website. So actually, take your phone out, or whatever device if you want, and scan this QR code. I will also show it to you in a second on stream. But you can scan the QR code, and you will see something very cool. So let me go into LibreGalaxy.org, and let me show my screen on the stream. Alright, here we go. You should be able to see my screen. Yes, you can. If you go to play, you'll actually see a new landing page that's really much better. But you'll also see this new button here. Templates. So yes, finally, all of the Libre Galaxy Planet templates are finally in one single source of truth. And that truth is actually on the website here. And you can basically see all of the templates that are available in the server. Now let's go to Nia's Redstone Temple. If you click this, you don't even have to join the game to be able to get a little preview of the template. So now you can see, oh, what's a redstone template? This is what it is, a redstone temple. You get a little preview. You can actually use your finger. I have a touchpad laptop. Use your finger to scroll around. You can actually also zoom in into the panorama. This took a lot of time to code, surprisingly. And as you can see, all these pages are filled out. Redstone Temple. Learn basic to advanced redstone by completing puzzles. Explanations are available if you need help. Now, you will see some really cool options right here. Create world on Libre Galaxy Games or play locally. So, let's say you're on the website. You see a cool planet you want to play on. What do? Copy this command, go back into your game, create Redstone Temple. And it will bring up the menu to actually create that template for you. But before we get into that, I want to show off the website a little bit more. You can also play locally for some maps, and now I'll just download the world zip file. And here we have the credits for the map. This is all Nia's map, the Redstone Temple, and other data about the map. And if you haven't noticed, there are 20 world seeds. Some of them have been kept from the previous plugin version, but a lot of them are new seeds that are really, really cool. I mean, bro, check this out. Are you going to tell me that this isn't cool? This is really, really cool. So again, Canyon Oasis, here we go. Let's go and actually create that planet. I can paste in the command, and we can actually see some data about the planet. So, the exact same data. Notice that it's the exact same data. A stunning canyon with an exposed lush cave and surrounding mesa and jungle biomes. What is this? Aha! We have the exact same information. And that's because it's actually pulling, again, from the same source. For a long time, there's a problem where, you're going to be copying data here and there, and the data might not be in sync. The data will always be in sync on the server because of how I've coded it. Basically, the plugin, instead of having all the planets hard-coded into the plugin, it actually pulls from an API on my website. So when the website gets updated, and I use the reload command in the server, the information will be completely in sync. And you can actually, if you're viewing it through the server, let's say, so if you go into pcreate and you're looking through the seeds and whatnot, you find one that you think is kind of cool, like, let's go to Mint's one. Let's go, where is it? Here you go. Mint Phantom's Mystical Seed. You're thinking to yourself, okay, this looks kind of cool, but I want to see a preview. You could actually see a preview. So, you can see it in chat. Click yes. And then here it is. Here's the preview for the world. You don't actually have to even create the planet to be able to see a preview of what it looks like. Really, really cool. And again, there's extended information, and these pages are dynamically rendered too. So I don't have to spend 50 years, making a page for each template. They're dynamically rendered. And the data is too. So I actually have associated sources here, which is useful to kind of document, like, where did this come from, especially for future things. So, for example, this is the stream where Mint Phantom, yes, a VTuber, found the world seed. So, for example, is this familiar? It should be. This is the exact same world, and this is her. She randomly found it on her stream, and I thought it was really cool, so I added it as a world template. So thank you, Mint. Thank you, Minto, for finding this really cool seed. And now it is officially on the Libre Galaxy website and a official Planet World template on the server. So let's go and show you what that looks like. Now let's go into Seed, let's go into Mint Phantom's Mystical Seed, and press the Create button. Is it going to work, or is it going to break? We will see. Stop the VTubers. And now I have noticed that... Oh, there we go. There it is. It may lag the server because the server is really slow, as you know, but it seems to be working just fine. And here we go. Here's the world. The planet is created. And it's Mint Phantom's Mystical Seed. And now it's my planet. And I got it. This seed is really cool. You gotta see it. Like, if you go over here, you will see that there is a really cool area down here. I don't know. It's just, I love this. It's a really cool, like, pale oak biome. Love to see it. And again, if you're let's show off the new trust menu. So if you do P trust, and let's add in Nia. There are now candles, which looks a lot better than the blocks. And besides candles, the data that is in them make a lot more sense now. So you can see really the explanation. So guest, this is the default role for all new players. Assign it to players to reset the permission group. Very clear how to use the roles. And also for admin, or really the owner. Morning. Anyone with the owner role can remove you and delete the planet. Pretty clear. Before I had this big thing of text, it was annoying to read. It was a lot of yapping. This is much more clear. You should ban Nia from your world? Nah, it's okay. I'm going to be deleting it pretty soon. But yeah, here it is. Really, really cool. Just a bunch of templates around here to look at. And this is one of them. I love this one. Yes, hello Soot. How's it going? And I can delete. Now, this isn't the only thing I want to show off, because the world creator had to be changed to make this all work too. Let me show you what that looks like. So, for some planets, they're created on demand. What that means is that the world is configured and then loaded, right? And it's loading the world from scratch. This is not the case for some of the templates. And in particular, the community-made maps. So if we load up Redstone Temple, and look in the action bar when I click this, by the way. Look in the action bar on the stream, alright? I'm going to click Create, downloading. Now again, it went by really quick because the download is super quick. But basically, the world file has actually been disconnected from the server. Which is really useful, actually, if I want to ever make multiple beta servers for like load balancing or... You know, I mean, the system, the backend system isn't ready for that, but it's useful to not have it tied to a particular directory. What happens is it actually downloads the world from, again, the website API server that I now have running in the background, the single source of truth, and it's all there from that single source. And it downloads it, and I just love that in this action bar, it will show you that information. It will give you the status of it's downloading, it's configuring, yada yada. But again, that assumes the server isn't going to lag and stuff in the process, which it really shouldn't. The download operations and everything, it's all asynchronous. So it shouldn't kill the server until it tries to load the world. Theoretically, at least. Alright. And then over here we have Shori Novella, yet another VTuber, telling you all about how you can export your planet. Because of course, Libre Galaxy believes in ethical technology that upholds users' rights, including their right to move their data off our platform. While standing in the planet you own, use pexport to download a zip at any time. Wait, so you actually have a Steam Deck? Let's go. I thought he was joking before. You should send a picture in the Discord. A picture of your Steam Deck. Yeah, this is just letting you know that you can download your planet at any time. Because, you know, it's important to let people export their planets. Other creative servers don't do that. Other creative servers, like, keep you stuck in the server, and I don't want that. If for some reason, you know, somebody doesn't feel like Libre Galaxy is doing enough for them, or they just simply want to have a copy of their stuff, they could always take it with them. You know, it's a very intentional feature that other servers don't have. And then over here, Template Submission Informer. Kyla Kowalska, yet another VTuber. And there's a lot of diversity in VTubers, by the way. We've got VTubers, Hololive VTubers from the EN branch, JP branch, and ID branch, and also indies and stuff. It's kind of fun. But yeah, Kyla, what she got to say? She's going to say, want to submit your world as a template? Join our Discord and ping Martin. He will validate and upload your submission once it is ready. So yes, if you have more templates you would like to submit, not really, you can submit seeds technically, but really what I would love to see is more community-made custom maps. So for example, there are really cool maps here. Mars, made by Level Wilson, and Redstone Temple, made by Nia. And for example, all of the credit is going to be in-game. For example, when you click on Mars, it'll tell you that it's Level Wilson who built it, and Redstone Temple, it'll tell you that it's Nia who built this map. And again, it's on the website and everything too, so it is all there. Oh my gosh. Yo, Nia, why did you message Level saying ethics have never held you down? That's a real question. I'm wondering what's going on there. It's a little suspicious. But in case you're wondering, just like before, this is the Parkour Sun, made by, I believe it was Nia. I believe, let's not misremember this. Oh yeah, it's difficult parkour. He made this. So shout out to Nia for his contribution to make this really cool and updated parkour area here. So yeah, I actually think I showed off all of the new features in the server. As you can see, it's a really big update. We have a new spawn. We have a completely new, oh my gosh, 126 and 127. What the heck? It's Sootception. This is scary. We have so many updates happening in the server. We have a new spawn point. We have a completely new and unified template system. We have new NPCs. We have a bunch of other like back-end software changes. And yeah, I'm just like very happy to finally release this. And it seems like y'all like it, and I'm really, really happy. Because a lot of work by so many people have went into these changes. I guess you could even say holy moly. Yes. Yes, indeed. And again, as always, let me know your feedback. What ideas do you have for improving things? I try to implement actually a lot of suggestions in here. So for example, if you do v random, that was an idea. It will bring you to a random world. And here is one of the planets here. Just stuff like that. I'm adding in feedback, but of course, it's best to keep feedback high impact because I have very limited time. I want to make sure that my time is spent on features that really are, impactful for the community. So yeah, let me know what you think. But yeah, there you go. I got through all of the updates on the server. Pretty good. Didn't take too much time. I say let me check this stream time. All right, I did that in about an hour. That's pretty good. And I'm kind of surprised as I go in here and I'm trying out the features and stuff. I'm like, hey, is anything broken? And it actually all appears to be working correctly, which is marvelous. Although I think before I do anything else, I should test Bedrock support. I believe I updated Geyser, so let's see. Do you think Bedrock will work? This is a fun little test here. I really don't like Bedrock. Look at all this random junk popping up. I don't like it. Will it work? And yes, it will. Here we go. Everything works perfectly. Wonderful. What the heck? 3? What the heck? I thought he had 2. Soot 126, 127, and 128. Oh my gosh. How many accounts does this guy have? What? Oh my gosh. Well, there you go. What is going on? Oh my gosh. Yeah, as you can see, this is a cross-play server, in case you didn't know. Some things are a little different, like this is a little buggy, just because of how scoreboards are positioned. It is what it is. And this doesn't look like as good, because again, it's kind of floating and not static, but at the most basic level, Henya, give me some ideas. Okay, there you go. And, Martin, give me some yap. There you go. And, yeah. So there you go. I'm just very excited this update's finally out. Like, again, I can't, explain to you how much, effort went into these updates. Like, a lot of time went into these updates. And, it's kind of just annoying that, things are popping up, kind of preventing me from finally finalizing everything and stuff. And by the way, if you want to watch the beginning of the stream, you definitely can. That actually explains some of the reasons why the update took a long time to come out. And, or at least for citizens. I'm also going to get into why 1.21.7 took a long time to come out. Because as you can see in the MOTD of the server, if you log off, that it says 1.21.4, and that's because, yeah, the server's been stuck at 1.21.4 for a hot minute. And that's because on the paper side, paper is part of the upstream that we have for our server software. They were having some sort of problems updating for a while, where their data fixer upper wasn't working too well, causing problems, and there was never a stable release for 1.21.5. Then 1.21.6 came out, and then we had to wait for that upgrade cycle, and yeah, there you go. But we're finally here, finally here, and the server's all up to date, and it's amazing. Yeah, it's just like a laptop running Linux. So as you can see on my system, I have Bedrock running, and I also have Java running. So there you go. But yeah, I think I tested everything. Again, guys, feel free to test. Yeah, Linux does support Bedrock technically, because I'm on it right now. Yes, indeed. Considering me too. This is Bedrock right here. So I'm gonna do like a little. Can you do a wave on here? No, you can't. I'm gonna do eyes. There you go. But there you go. Yeah, just a lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff. I'm just excited. I'm excited this finally is working here. And as always, by the way, you can... Wow, that's a lot of soot. By the way, you can submit planet templates, and for people who already have planet templates released, like Level Wilson and Neopemium, if you want to do an update to your template, you can definitely do that. Just let me know. And I think for now, since it's kind of getting late for me, I shut off all the server features. I'm going to kind of end the stream and log off. But please let me know if anything breaks, if there are any bugs, stuff like that. But I think this server should be pretty good for now. But maybe... no, I'll save more funny things for later. I'll have to do an update announcement on Discord, so expect that to happen maybe a little bit later, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. I might actually wait until I have an update trailer to kind of show off. That would be pretty cool. And here's Linux time for me, yes. Yes, the Linux users. But yeah, oh man, I can't believe this stream just finally, we've done it. It's finally out, the update's out, it all works. I don't know if you could tell I'm very happy about that. But yeah, that is going to be it from me. Again, please report all bugs in the Discord. Let me know what you think of the update. Seems like you guys like it. Any suggestions in the Discord. And that will be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and have a marvelous rest of your day. Peace, peace.